I've always wanted to trade, but I don't have 10 hours a day to just stare at charts. That's why I connected Trilon AI. It's not magic, it's pure math. 6 powerful AI models analyzing the market 24/7 for me. While I'm living my life, AI is working for me. This is the next level of trading. Stop wasting time. Link in description. Join the Trilon AI.
So let's take a peek and yes. Okay, is this the best Nike sneaker of 2026? Let's find out. So here's the deal. In 2025, Nike dropped 3 sneaker models that caught my attention. The Pegasus Premium, the Vomero 18, and the Vomero Plus. So I tried the Pegasus Premium and I absolutely love these. I couldn't hold off. As soon as they dropped, I was like, you know what, I need to try those out. So I did. Definitely like them. And now I have high standards for any new Nike shoe that drops. It's got to be as good as these are or better. So I have not tried the Vomero Plus. I may at some point. You guys can let me know if you like those. And then the outlier is the Vomero 18. I keep seeing that shoe everywhere. I see them in store, I see people wearing them, and I hear good things. And I said, you know what? I'm definitely gonna get a pair of the Vomero 18, but I'm waiting for the right colorway. It's gotta be one that grabs my attention so that I can give these an honest shot. But the thing is, that never happened. Most of the colorways that I've released have been pretty straightforward, not totally my style. So I decided to create a pair of my own on Nike by You, and we're gonna check them out for the first time right here. I don't know what the comfort's like, how it's gonna stack up to the Pegasus Premium. Again, super high standards. So let's unbox these, check them out together, and then we'll throw them on feet and I'll give you my honest feedback. So even though these dropped in 2025, in my opinion, brands need to build a buzz. I like a slow burn. I like something to, catch my attention over a period of time, and then I'm like, all right, let me see what the hype's about. And that's exactly what happened with this shoe. And by the way, Nike by You, I love it. I'm gonna link this down in the description so you can create your own pair. So let's take a peek and yes. When I designed these, I said, I want something that's gonna grab a little bit of attention. These are crazy, man. I'm glad I actually hit the buy button, because you know how you design a few pairs, you mess around and you just leave it. I'm glad I went through and created this pair. So we have the Nike Vomero 18 in hyper pink, crystal blue, and black. Okay, so first impressions. Let's just talk about how I'm feeling about these right out the gate. I'm drawn to the sole immediately. The Zoom X here with a gradient design that goes from the hyper pink to the crystal blue. I'm drawn there. I love it. That's really a big selling point for me on why I created these, because I just love that gradient design right there. Now I wanted to play off these colors but also keep it bold and toned down, so a lot of the shoe is black. You can see the hyper pink Nike swoosh, the crystal blue laces in there, more gradient design on the tongue. Back tab is also that hyper pink. So I've got the Nike Storm Tread on these bad boys, which isn't too aggressive, but you can see it, it's gonna give you a little bit of extra grip. I added Win in a few places. Behind the tongue is one of those places. Nike by You allows you to customize that with 3 letters or numbers. Worked out in my favor. And 2 little design tips here real quick. I always pick a color for the laces, because if I wanna throw some black laces in here, those are easier to come by. You probably have other shoes you can steal some black laces from if you want to throw them in here. So essentially you get an extra pair of laces. And honestly, you guys can let me know if you think these would look better with black laces, but the blue, it's nice to have them. And then next, don't go overboard. The more you mess around with it, the more you can just ruin your design. I typically like to design a shoe and hit the buy button within 15 or 20 minutes. Like, I'm just gonna go with my initial thoughts here. I'm not gonna tinker with it too much, because then you end up with something you're like, what is this? Now, as far as inspiration goes, these are loosely inspired by a track jacket that I have here. This is a vintage Nike track jacket. This is actually an ultramarine color, and this was, I believe, a part of a set that went with the Nike 180. So the pink is a little bit off here. I wasn't sure how they were gonna look until they showed up. I don't know if I would wear these together. I think that the colors are just off by a little bit too much. Now, real quick, comparatively, how do these differ? It kind of depends what you're looking for in a sneaker. For me, obviously, I'm more of a lifestyle guy. I'm not out there running. I walk a lot, I'm active, I'm on my feet a lot, but I'm not looking for a shoe to go run a marathon in. So keep that in mind. Both of these are running shoes, but I'm looking to them for comfortable lifestyle options. So the Vomero 18 is a double stack of cushion with Zoom X and React X cushioning. This shoe is made for a soft, pillowy, cushioning ride. Right here, the Pegasus Premium is a triple stack of cushioning where you get Zoom X, React X, and Air Zoom on this sneaker. So a triple stack of cushioning on the Pegasus Premium, and this is made for responsiveness. So on feet, these are extremely comfortable, and I'd be willing to bet that these are as well, although I have not tried on a pair, so let's do that right now. All right, so getting them on feet here. By the way, I went with a size 12, which is my true size, and they fit pretty good. I've got maybe a little bit, no, this is good. I wouldn't have gone a half size up. I don't know what the sizing recommendations are out there right now, but I would recommend going true to size for sure. If you have somewhat wide feet, you'll be good. My feet are somewhat wide, and I don't feel any resistance or pinching here at all. But first impressions and how they look with a top-down view, these are pretty dope. I can't lie. These look pretty good on feet, and I think that going with this black colorway really helps. It makes them a little bit more streetwear, in my opinion, but moment of truth here, let's stand up and see what we're working with. Holy smokes. So the cushion is absolutely there, as you'd expect. I mean, all of that Zoom X, you'd really expect these to be super soft, and whew, they deliver. They deliver, man. These feel like a breath of fresh air. If you typically wear Jordans, maybe like Jordan 4s, what a difference between wearing these two. Holy smokes. I'm feeling good. Like, wow. Like, okay, I got a little pep in my step here. A lot of times when I do this on feet with a shoe, I can feel it bottom out, where the heel of the shoe is just at the point where I can't push it down towards the ground anymore. These, you can't even get to the bottoming out point. It feels like if I was even stronger, I could push these down further. So that's crazy. I gotta say, man, I am impressed. I had some pretty high standards before I threw these on feet, but wow. Now the first thing I noticed right out of the gate is this rocker motion, where when your heel engages, it's kind of pushing the rest of the shoe and your body forward. So you are essentially rocking back and forth. And if you're just a casual walker, that's huge. If you're just walking around, burning a few calories, this rocker motion is very nice to have, because, you know, a lot of shoes are pretty flat and you have to break them in and crease them for them to be comfortable. I'm definitely thrilled with this purchase. Like, no complaints at all here. So the question still remains, is this the best Nike shoe of 2026? Even though it came out in 2025, is this the best Nike shoe that's on the market right now? Well, the price point helps. It's around $150, and sales are gonna be happening. So if you can pick these up just over $100, I mean, it's a good shoe. Other than the Pegasus Premium, for new Nike models, I still need to try the Vomero Plus, and there's a few other things that I'm sure are going to hit the market this year. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, but this might be it, man. And again, if you want to design your own, linked for you down in the description, where you can create a unique colorway that no one else is going to have. Before you get out of here, make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you. We've got a ton of videos on the way, so keep it locked. I'll catch you next time. Peace.